Event Horizon, short movie view. In the year 2040, the Event Horizon, a top-secret ship that creates an artificial black hole in order to travel great distances in space in a short space of time, disappears. And 7 years later, it reappears, and one of the people who built it, Dr. Weir, Sam Neill, goes along with a salvage crew, the crew of the Lewis and Clark, to find out what exactly happened to the Event Horizon. And once they get aboard, they start having gruesome and very personal hallucinations. This is essentially a haunted house in space. And while it certainly isn't the only, it definitely is the one that Paul W. Anderson did. He brought every cliche of his filmography to this. You've got claustrophobic tunnels, you've got an excess of slow-mo. There's not too much wire work, but there wasn't a lot of room for it with space and onboard ships. There's too little build-up to a big outcome. There's a lot of build-up to an anticlimax. Yeah. He even, in spite of him not writing the script, which certainly helps, although this still isn't really a good movie. It's a cool concept, but it could have been a much better movie in the hands of a more competent director, or just a competent director. He still manages to get some of his just dumb little plot holes that didn't even need to be there in there. One of the first things we find out is that Dr. Weir brought this transmission from the Event Horizon, and at first it sounds just completely, it's just noise. And then he says, the boys at NASA ran it through some filters and came up with this. And then he plays something, and you can sort of hear some words. And Dr. Weir says, I don't think that even qualifies as language. And instantly, one of the Lewis and Clark people are like, well, that's Latin. And it's just like, did the people at NASA really not think to try to properly have it examined? It's Latin. It's a dead language, but it's also the root language of quite a few of our modern languages. So, yeah, it's not some, little known, yeah. And there's an early scene also has several of the crew experience hallucinations, and they seem so real. It can't possibly just be hallucinations. And Dr. Weir is one of these people. And in spite of him having experienced one of these, he's still like, no, it's just a hallucination. The movie is only 88 minutes, and it has a pretty decent pace. And there certainly are some of Paul W. Anderson's, what he does actually have a bit of a talent for. There are some good compositions, and cinematography can sometimes be pretty good. There are some really effective, ominous, creepy shots of the Event Horizon itself and of the core of the gravitational something or other, the part of the ship that creates a black hole, which basically there's this long hallway which is referred to as the meat grinder, and that is kind of what it looks like. And at the end of it, the core itself looks like the inside of an Iron Maiden, and the core itself looks a lot like the lament configuration from Hellraiser, and that is a genuine homage, from what I understand. And it's the one time in the movie, or one of the only times in the movie, where something that is meant as an homage isn't just a ripoff. This takes entire chunks out of Alien, for example.
If you like this review and want more detailed one, the link will be in the description box. please rate and comment, and hey, if you like this video, that subscribe button's just waiting for you to click it.